So you mentioned on Saturday that Finney was playing more minutes in the game than in practice. Tonight he had 22, second most on the team. I guess how close is he to being at 100%, and how much are you relying on him now, given how much he played tonight?
He's starting to practice full go now. He doesn't really have a ton of restrictions, and he hasn't, we'll see. He played 20-some minutes tonight. Do I think he's 100%? No, I don't think he has his rhythm. I think that a month long of not practicing doesn't just allow you to get out there. I do think hopefully he continues to build day by day, and he gets better and better. He had 10 and 5 assists at half. He did a pretty good job right there. I think defensively to start the second half he was good, and then as we got going, he ends up in 21 minutes, 13 points, 6 assists. Pretty good.
Coach, if you had to put more time into defense and practice than you'd like to right now, and possibly at the expense of your offense?
Gosh, it's like you can't spend enough time on something. We have an inexperienced group. There's some guys with some age that may have been here a year or two, but game minutes, that's a little different. Sometimes you look out there and there's not a lot of guys that have played a ton of minutes other than Justin and Al and Deron and then obviously Devontae. Those are your guys that have played a ton, and Rob. Everyone else really inexperience-wise in terms of a lot of minutes. So getting out there and playing, Armand and those guys getting reps, and they just need to go through it, And I think together, as you get more experience, you get better at it. We're going to get better defensively. There are some real concerns on the perimeter right now in terms of our ability right now to, set the tone, so to speak, with our pressure. But I do think we're going to get better because we have a willing group right now, and you're in a locker room at the end of a game. You play a lot of different types of guys. Justin Smith scored, I think, 3 points tonight. He's had a couple big games. Justin Smith was just as happy tonight after the game as he was the other day. That's the most important thing for this group as we keep building this, is to find ways to understand the winning is what matters the most.
That was just going to be my question, but it's tonight you had all these guys off the bench, double figures and everything. It looks like it truly does not matter who's out there in regards to that as to guys wanting to be successful, right?
No, without question. I don't think anybody, looks out there, and when Jerome scores a basket, I think our entire team is excited for him. Demezy was back in there tonight, made a couple shots for us, made some plays. Everyone on our team, I think, really collectively understands that if we're going to do this thing and we have the chance to be the best that we can be, there's going to be nights where it's going to be some other guys, every other night. It's not going to be the same guy every night with this group. We have a lot of different types of guys that can help us and contribute in a lot of ways. And I think as we get more experience playing more games and you start to pick up the competition level as we continue to mow down the road, that's going to serve us best, where you trust that you can put somebody in there and they're going to be able to play the way that you want them to play. And right now we have, when Devontae comes back, we have 11 guys as a coach and staff that I feel like we're good if we're in the game right now. If we put a guy in the game right now, we feel like they got to execute. Jerome and Demezy are 2 prime examples. Those 2 guys are going to play a big role for us. They're 8 for 14 in the game, and 2 guys that come off the bench that weren't really a part of our rotation last year have added impact. They got to keep getting better at different areas, but being able, those 2 guys in general can shoot the ball. That's a big help for us.